You're setting up a very respected R&D team there at BRC. If companies are watching this, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thinking that's something I've thought about, but I've not done anything with yet, what kind of questions might they be asking themselves that would maybe encourage them to pick up the phone to you?
So R&D is a great initiative for companies. The government's offering this benefit to companies to keep jobs, to keep this research and development work here in the U.S. And so if there's any new process development or enhancing products, then what is that benefit? How could that help our companies?
Now, BRC are a discerning firm. You're very discerning and judicious the way you choose your talent and the people that work for you. Similarly, with clients, what kind of questions do you ask yourself in deciding whether a client is or isn't a fit for you, the culture, the values you have at BRC?
Yeah, I think it's very important for companies to find service providers that meet their culture. So understanding what you're looking for in a service provider. Do you want someone who's close, who's local, who understands your business, who's interested in the same market, who has the same communication styles, the same timing perspective? I think it's really important just to align kind of how you like to operate with your service provider.
If I'm your client, so you're my trusted advisor, you're my CPA, how close do we get? Are you interested in me, my wife, my family, my dogs, my football team, or do you keep it strictly professional about the business?
I love creating a personal relationship with my clients. I want to understand what their life is outside of work, what their history is at work. I think having that personal connection helps us all understand each other better, understand our working relationship and the needs.
As my advisor, my go-to person, I might just want you to deal with me, but there are other people you may need to be talking to, like my CFO, some other people in my team. How do you build the relationship out from one point of contact with a client?
I think, having that strong relationship, this is your kind of go-to person, is great. And working with them to explain the different employees or areas within the company you may need to expand to. Being in the R&D space, it's important for us to be able to reach out and speak directly to the developers, to the engineers, to build out and help support that tax department.
I wanted to ask about that too, because let's say I like you, you're my guy, you're my girl, you're my point of contact. But there are times when you need to be introducing me to your team who have different areas of expertise and experience that can even do something for me better than you can. How does that work in broadening out my exposure to your team?
Yeah. So at BRC, we're taking a big initiative of how do we grow the company so that we can provide be a holistic advisor to our clients. And so I think as we grow, as we hear, there's more opportunity there to support our customers. Just this week, we were having a call on R&D tax credits, and they mentioned something on inventory, and we said we can do that. We can help with that as well. And so I think having these conversations and just opening to really understand the business and what's going on allows us to better serve our clients.
How do you manage your own professional development, Paige? Because R&D is constantly evolving. There are so many things you need to keep on top of. Technically, your knowledge base, your experience base. In serving me as a client, how do I know you're ahead of the curve?
I think it's very important to stay on top. There's a lot of court cases going on right now. We've got some new notices coming from the IRS on how they are perceiving different R&D regulations. And so it's really important to stay on top of those recent releases. I try to read every morning the new alerts that come out. I also have a great network that I've built over the 20 years of doing R&D work. And we still connect regularly, usually monthly, just to make sure what are we seeing in the market, what are other firms doing.